hours until way late into the morning, and staying up even late afterwards. You know, I have that sometimes. It's like 5 in the morning, and I want to go to sleep, but you don't. Great, finally going to clear up a little bit, push out, getting one of his lurkers picked off, but pushing out. Didn't do that much damage though, so but at the very least trying to pressure back. Well, basically letting HiyA know, hey, I have all these lurkers here, be careful, be wary. Just basically trying to open himself up and open himself a point where he can do his other thing. Let's see, HiyA's going to go for it, he's going to go scan. A lot of lurkers on the ground, definitely not something he wants to engage in. Those lurkers as well to take some of the damage. So great, the release is slowly but slowly inching out. Going to try to take these forces, they're going to try to push them back. There's a huge number of lurkers. Let's see, Medic Marine's going to go down again, scanning off. 2 lurkers almost getting picked off, but instead do a huge amount of damage. Now, all this Medic Marine's getting caught in by the Zerglings. Lurkers pushing back even more forward. Beautiful job here by going for these lurkers instead. Medic Marine's still doing, good job of picking at least one off, but very small number of Medic Marines. And actually, some of these lurkers are going to go to the left side, so great thinking of picking up an expansion there. Has a drone. Pretty good, smart job by him. He's pushed HiyA back so far, and he should have some more troops coming in. The opposite side, HiyA, I think he's going for siege tanks. Has a starport coming up as well, so he's going to be taken to science vessels. And of course, with those lurkers in the area, you want those. Going for hive. Whoa, great going for a hive on only 2 bases. He's going to pick up a third, going to try to pick up that double extractor at the lower left, and going to try to support whatever he's going to try to support with that. Thinking he's going to go for defilers. There's some lurkers there. Oh, not going to manage to block that SCV. But SCV spotting those Zerglings, trying to pick it off desperately. So we're going to continue down to the lower left hand. Might still spot that. Weapons 1 on those Medic Marines. Lurker's going to push back up again. One of them almost getting picked off as that happens. Not quite. Still no carapace upgrade down those Lurkers. SCV, we're going to spot the lower left hand coming up. We're going to see whether HiyA decides to actually pressure that or just keep on the pressure on Natural Expo. Is waiting for the initial siege tank. I still think he's waiting on that. Has siege mode on the way. But Defiler mount, yes. So great, not going to make the mistake that some Zerg players have been doing, going for ultras before defilers, and I honestly feel it's weakening your build, because especially you want to be able to, you should only push out with ultras late game, because unupgraded ultras fall to Medic Marines so easily. You want that speed upgrade, you want that the defense that armor upgrade, the double armor upgrade, and you definitely want cracklings on the ground to help you support lurkers. Some of those are going to burn down. I'm wondering, don't think they're cracklings quite yet. They are going to be adrenal gland upgraded fairly soon, though. So we're going to see how it is that Great managed to utilize this. And Defilement is on the way as well. He is going to be able to put down the lower left-hand position, pick up the double gas. Still moving out with his Zerg. He's doing a beautiful job of picking these forces apart. As I said, very nice unit control. Occasional hiccups here and there, but he manages to keep most of his lurkers alive at all times and make the Zerglings take up most of the hits. And of course, those Zerglings are rather expendable at this point. He has a little left hand up, going to get that double gas up. So Defilers going to be very heavy lurker build for him. Has Nidal's Canals out in the field as well. Second evolution chipper coming up. This is very smart for him. He's most likely going to focus on Defiler Ling Lurker. And as long as he manages to keep HiyA to 2 bases, he's going to be in decent position. Those tanks are going to be a little bit of a danger with the Science Vessel as well. He has some Scourge out there, though. But he's definitely going to want to push this back. Scourge, come in, come on, come on. Yes! Scourge going to catch the Science Vessel. Going to force HiyA to scan and wait on more Science Vessel before he decides to push down. Yeah, he's going to go back. He's not going to continue his push to the lower left hand. There is a Nidus Canal there, so there are going to be lurkers waiting. I'm wondering whether he's going to put any second colonies to act as blocker as well. Natural Expo is fairly well defined. It has Nidus Canal at every location. It has Defilers at every location. So great, setting himself up with a very good defensive position. He was picking up the double extractors at the low left hand, so he's going to be able to support a fairly gas-heavy army despite only being on 3 bases. And HiyA still on 2. So defense, economically, I feel that it is fairly even. Second starport coming in for HiyA, so he's going to try to has 2 evolution engineering base. I'm sorry. The Terran equivalent of an evolution ship, engineering bay, 2 engineering bays. I actually thought I only saw one of them flashing, but yeah, he has that second starport on the way, so he's going to be able to produce science vessels off 2 stargates. But still, I think these, economically speaking, both these players are pretty even. But I still think that Great's done so far better to win the engagements. Darkstorm almost managing to pick off, didn't quite manage to get in close enough to the science, so picks off 1 tank as well, almost picking off a second one, but he's going to hold for now. Has the Darkstorm came in at a very good time. And really smart play for him to keep those Defilers at all places. 2 Defilers is natural, and they can just, go to every single Nidus Canal, just can maneuver them very well to defend. So every time HiyA is going to try to go for attack anywhere, he's going to find himself facing a lot of Zerg reinforcements. It's again going to try to move some force to the lower left and can manage to irradiate the Defiler, but double Dark Swarm's going to come off, and I think there are going to be reinforcements. Defilers coming in. Some Lurkers moving out on top of the Dark Swarm, going to try to pick some of those forces up at the front. Oh, almost managed to pick some of those off. Not quite. Meanwhile, going to move out with a Zergling. Oh, going with a drone to the upper right. He's going to try to pick up a second double gas. So great knowing. Great, doing a great job. That's, yeah. Doing a great job trying to pick up that upper right hand. It's leaving him a little bit vulnerable. If he manages to get that down, put that down before he gets noticed, and plant down a Nidus Canal in there before anything else, he might actually hold it. If he gets a Nidus Canal in there, he might actually hold it. Minute Greens right now, weapons to arm upgraded. Armor 1 should be on the way already. Let's see. Sciences will come in irradiating some of these natural expo going to be threatened. There is a Dark Swarm on top of there. One irradiated Defiler. That's going to die, but still getting a couple of those Dark Swarms on top of those bases. Not quite on top of those Suction Colonies, but still doing a very good job. Has some workers in there as well. And actually milling some of his forces towards the upper left-hand position, towards that 12 o'clock position. I'm wondering, there's probably thought, hey, maybe HiyA's picking up another base for himself, but he's actually not doing that. Thought of maybe pressuring that. Going to spot a science facility flying around there, but not doing much else as well. Still not quite sure if he's picked up their upper right hand. Whenever HiyA tries to pressure something, I'm just really surprised. Great has all times forces ready. Some Zerg running around here close to the natural expo. He's not going to be able to pressure too much. Has a Defiler. Going to get the Defiler under Dark Swarm. Second Dark Swarm coming. Lurkers trying to desperately get under those Dark Swarms. One of them going to manage to get in right up to those tanks. More Lurkers going to run around. Actually, two of those are going to retreat instantly enough. Actually, only keeping two of those Lurkers in there. But now they're going to be two dropships out there for HiyA. I'm wondering if they're actually going to use those for the two Lurkers that should go on this high ground and try to drop there instead of staying on the safety. Probably just wanted to make sure he could save them. A couple of dropship moving out and some Scourge out there to spot this. We're going to see some Morgans ready for this. Couple of dropships going to drop on top of this main. This production hatchery is going to be a little bit in danger. One dropship goes down. Second dropship goes down. Not that many forces to defend for great but he has Lurker and Zerglings waiting on the ramp. I think he's waiting until he gets a Dark Swarm on top of that. A couple of Zerglings will be able to get that, and a Dark Swarm against this attack is going to be absolutely critical. He needs to get another decent Dark Swarm off, get those Lurkers very close to those Minute Greens. He doesn't really have to sacrifice them as he's doing right now. Has a Lurker on the ground as well. Just needs to get another Dark Swarm behind that, on top of those drones even, maybe, saving them like that. But HiyA at the very least micromanaging, doing some damage here, but Zerglings are going to come in and surround. Not that much damage on Dark Swarm on top of that, and that's going to get cleared up fairly efficiently by Great. He's in a great position here. Very odd saying that. I remember at one point I used to always call him Hades, but he goes by Great these days, so whatever. Let's see how you're going to pressure at the natural expo this time, but again, a Dark Swarm coming in to prevent that. Going to be forced to siege some of those against a